In this episode, we enter into the huge Disney World complex, choosing the Magic Kingdom and EPCOT as our first theme park visits. Hi, I'm Dave Atkinson, and welcome to Life on the Straight. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to follow our 2-year journey as it unfolds, please consider subscribing, which is free. As I mentioned earlier, our first venture into Disney World was on March 29th. We really didn't know what to expect, but we headed south on US 192 out of our RV park, crossed under Interstate 4, and then took the next road on the right called World Drive. We passed below the big welcome sign and kept driving towards the Magic Kingdom theme park until we reached the 13-lane toll plaza and forked over $17 to park. And that's not included in our Disney passes. And then proceeded to an absolutely massive 150-acre parking lot. After we parked, Amy took a photo of our spot, and that was Peter Pan, number 57, so we could find our way back. We walked a short distance to a waiting area for a tram, which were multi-car vehicles, each car holding several dozen people. This would be our first taste at just how awesome Disney was in the design and implementation of their park-wide transportation system. Once on the tram, it departed for the nearby Transportation and Ticket Center, where we caught a monorail that delivered us to the entrance of the Magic Kingdom. As we entered the gates, keep in mind that Amy was 57 years old and I was 61, and still we felt like kids again. Indeed, there was so much more that we were taking in and processing than a kid would ever do. Kids would never pay attention to the logistics of moving tens of thousands of visitors around on a given day, but it was not lost on us. Nothing in Disney World was lost on us. One thing that was definitely not lost on us was that it was going to cost us dearly to enjoy this place, and not just the price of the passes or parking, but of all the merchandise and food that was available inside. One of the first places that we went was a bakery to buy some mouse-shaped cookies. The ears were dipped in chocolate for $5.49 each. They were huge cookies, but still. Given that, it was not lost on either of us that this might be the one and only time we would ever visit Disney World, and we are not going to be chintzy about it. We rode on several rides, watched at least one parade, logged several miles on our shoes, had lunch, snacks, drinks, and dinner within the park, and rode a small boat over to the Grand Floridian Resort for drinks. The outside of the hotel was stunning, reminding us both of the Hotel del Coronado in San Diego, with the white exteriors and deep red roofs. The interior was even more beautiful, if that is even possible, with a gigantic grand room with several stories of walkways and ornate railings looking down to the lower levels, ringed with restaurants, cafes, bars, and gift shops with comfy sofas and tables on the main floor and a live jazz band playing on the second level. This is one of the few resorts that had a direct connection to the monorail, and that's what we rode back to the Magic Kingdom. Amy also has a fear of thrill rides. I had to go solo on Space Mountain, but Amy went on the Big Splash Mountain log ride with me. So with that in mind, I coaxed her into riding the less scary than Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. A little girl was in front of us and she told Amy that she should just go for it. And she was throwing her arms up in the air for most of the ride, which made Amy do it as well. The train exited the mountain at one point where a huge nightly fireworks display was going off overhead, and we were all whooping it up with our arms straight up, and it was magical. As it should be. We were in the Magic Kingdom after all. Once again, Disney's transportation system rose to the task, guiding throngs of people into the monorail. I should say guiding throngs of people into the monorail, and then tram to their designated parking lot where we easily found our car. I was thinking that exiting traffic would be miles-long traffic jams, but that wasn't the case at all. We painlessly made our way out of the parking lot and back onto World Drive and then back to our campsite. The weather had been perfect, with warm temps and clear blue skies. What a day! Our feet needed some rest, so we stayed put in G2 the next day as I reserved 2 more campsites in the Tampa Bay and Naples area. On the last day of March, we decided to visit the EPCOT, and that's an acronym for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow theme park. Another $17 parking fee and another huge parking lot, a little smaller than at Magic Kingdom. We parked close enough to walk to the front gate. Right from the get-go, I knew that this day would be right up Amy's alley. Greeting us as we entered was a sign saying, Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, and as we would soon see, the park had Disney character topiaries at every turn. Topiary is the art or practice of clipping shrubs or trees into ornamental shapes. The displays of topiaries and flowers were simply stunning, and yet another reason why I said earlier how Disney World could appeal to a couple of older visitors such as us. Epcot had a few fun rides that we took, but the centerpiece of the theme park was their World Showcase Lagoon. 11 countries, and that would be Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Italy, the United States, Japan, Morocco, France, the United Kingdom, and Canada, had constructed pavilions to showcase what makes their country special, and they were spaced around a large lagoon with a wide walkway encircling it. Many of the pavilions had some sort of audience interactive experience, while others offered more of a theatrical experience. Some of them also offered a gastronomical experience, and for us, Morocco won the contest. For lunch, we had their delicious vegetable platter, and for dessert, we enjoyed some baklava pastry along with a cup of incredible Moroccan coffee. That was really the only sit-down meal that we had in Epcot, but we had snacks and drinks throughout the day from different pavilions, which made it fun. As night fell upon Epcot, people began staking out seating to watch the huge fireworks display that closed out the park for the day. Like everything else that was Disney, the show was phenomenal. If memory serves, leaving Epcot was more of a traffic jam than when we left the Magic Kingdom. Even so, we made it back to our RV park in short order. Like at the Magic Kingdom, our feet logged several miles of walking, but it was well worth it. The weather once again cooperated, giving us a perfect warm day with clear skies. Next time, we explore Disney World's Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios theme parks and more.